This is A5 Japanese Hida beef, one of the highest rated types of Wagyu in all of Japan.
Wow, ultra fatty and juicy.
Welcome to Takayama, a city in the mountains where beef is king. And today, our mission is to eat every kind of Japanese Hida beef,
including beef grilled on a leaf,
Japanese yakiniku barbecue, and so much more.
If we can pull this off and manage to eat everything that I have on the list for today, this might be one of the greatest single days of beef eating of all time. And we're starting with sushi. Okay, arigatou gozaimasu. There's a couple of different combinations that you can order. There's a premium one and there's some sets. And so he builds your sushi and then it looks like he blow torches it a little bit so that it seared on the top. The normal beef sushi. Oh yeah, that rice is sticky. And this one is topped with, you can see that little bit of salt. Oh, that beef, you can see it's melting like butter already in the hot sun. It's glistening and shining. Our first bite, Hida beef. Oh, that texture almost has this crunch in your mouth with the fattiness like melting, the flavor of the salt. And I think actually just scorching it with the blowtorch just brings out the smoky flavor of it. Okay, next up we have the next piece with little slices of steak. Oh, the yolk almost wobbled out. Little pieces of steak sliced. Looks like they're lightly grilled, and then with a yolk. Oh, that one's amazing. With the juicy pieces of beef, with that yolk hydration wrapped up in that fragrant seaweed. And then next up for the premium, the rice is kind of sticky. And this one looks a little bit, maybe because it's premium, it looks a little bit less grilled, so you see the rawness of the Hida beef. You can even see the marble of the beef. Oh, wow. Okay. The premium melts in your mouth. The buttery texture. That one has some wasabi on it too. It was all good, but the premium one, it really is premium for a reason. That is the real deal. Oh, that's flavorful. That is tasty. That's just a little taste of what's to come. And the great thing about this is you can eat the plate. It's a shrimp cracker. Let's go to the next place. We're gonna stop for our next beef treat right here. And you can smell the aroma of that beef. We're actually gonna try that later, the skewers later. But I wanna try right now the beef stew. Oh, a little spicy chili? Yes, please. Oh, nice. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. This was kind of an impromptu purchase, actually. You just saw it, smelled it going by. I had to try it, the Hida beef stew. Yeah, dig down below there. Check it out, wobbly bits, jiggly bits. Tendon, yes. And that's juicy, all that broth. I'm gonna mix it up with those onions with that chili. Let's just go in for that wobbly chunk of tendon. Oh, that is hot. Oh, that wobbles in your mouth. The texture, it melts at the same time. It is so good. It's infused with the flavor of that stew, infused with its own juices and fats. Then it has a hint of sweetness to it, like a soy sauce flavor. It is very tasty. And it's served without rice, but this just immediately makes you want to grab for a bowl of rice to scoop that sauce onto. What I really like about this is that it's not just the premium steak cuts, the beautiful cuts. It's like the wobbly odds and ends, which are some of the tastiest, especially when made into a stew. Oh, wow. Yeah. The stew is phenomenal. I was so excited to jump into that sushi that I forgot to even really introduce where we are. But welcome to Takayama. We are in the Gifu Prefecture of Japan, Within the lush green mountains, this area is often called the Japanese Alps because of how beautiful, how scenic the mountains are, and how fresh the air, the nature is. But this area is home to probably the most famous food, which is Hida beef. And what exactly is Hida beef? Hida beef is a premium Japanese Wagyu, and Wagyu is a Japanese cow, which in this case is the Japanese black cattle, which Hida beef is raised from. And they're raised within this area, Hida, which is surrounding Takayama in the Gifu prefecture. So they have access to the clean nature, the beautiful mountains, the fresh air, the fresh water, which you'll just see everywhere, which all contributes to being one of the highest rated, continually ranked as some of the best Japanese beef in all of the ratings. And Hida beef throughout Japan is known for its extreme marbling, its intense richness, and its incredible umami flavor. And we are just about at the next restaurant where we're gonna try a beef dish that I've never had it before in my life. Wow, look at this restaurant. It is incredible. Oh, nice. Oh, and we're here right as they open, which is actually quite important because if you're gonna try to fit in multiple meals, like 2 lunches or 3 lunches, you gotta get here right on time because first of all, they can have a line later. And second of all, opening hours are quite limited. So a lot of restaurants for lunch open just from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. and then close. So then you're out of luck. So we got here in good time. Okay. Oh, I can smell beef in the air. So beautiful. And they said they have regular tables, but they also have Japanese style. Definitely go Japanese style tatami. With barbecues. Oh, this restaurant is absolutely incredible. The Japanese heritage and tradition feels so traditional. And we chose the on the floor, the tatami mats, the greatest way to eat Japanese beef. But yeah, they also have some tables with grills in the center of them where you can probably grill yourself, but we'll be eating that later. Yakiniku. This restaurant is called Ki-Oya, dates back to 1979. Oh yeah, they do have a bunch of steaks and yakiniku sets, but this is what I came to eat. So it's beef with the special miso, grilled on a magnolia leaf on the special charcoal grill. Wow, they bring it out fast. And this is one of the signature dishes of Takayama, actually this entire region, Hida region. But it is a little personal grill. Well, it's burning on the bottom. And then there's a magnolia leaf. Actually, there's a little like foil separation on the grill. So the heat is not as so intense. Okay, she's gonna come to mix it for us. Nice, okay. Oh, that is the miso on the bottom? Okay, wow. So as she turns that beef on the heat, you can smell the aroma of that miso. It smells so good. The process of making it is just so peaceful and calming and relaxing. You hear just the faint sound of the bubbling of the miso. Oh, I'm so excited and so curious to taste it. This is one of the coolest beef meat sets you can imagine. And the aroma coming off of that is so incredible. It will make your mouth juice and water. But I got the full set with miso soup with, looks like some of the local tofu and pickled mountain vegetables, some pickles and rice. But the main event right here, oh, the miso is just caramelizing on that leaf. Let's just try it, the pure beef first before we mix it with rice or anything. The miso just thickens and clings to the meat. Oh, wow. First of all, the texture and flavor of the beef, the Hida beef, it's tender, and as you bite down, juices of the meat come out, just unleash into your taste buds in your mouth. And then on top of that, you've got that glaze of miso, which has this fermented umami, has this natural sweetness to it, and has this saltiness. And because it's been grilled, it thickens, it caramelizes, brings out the sugars, and glazes every piece of that beef with that smokiness. Oh, that's incredible. Let me take my next piece. Yeah, can you see that, the way that miso is just sticking? Okay, yeah, I'll put it onto my rice with the rice and the miso paste. Wow. This dish right here is worth coming to Takayama to eat. It is so good, so balanced, so unbelievably flavorful. Okay, and Ying ordered the beef, like a beef steak box. So there's rice on the bottom, there's seaweed, there's the beef, Hida beef grilled, plus a glazed sauce on top. Oh, look at that, you can see the marbling on in the center. Oh, it's glistening and juicy with that sauce. And then the best thing to do though is to dig down. The rice absorbs the sauce and the beef juice, and then you get it all in one bite for the perfect bite. Oh, here's another dish we have to try, the Hida beef box. Oh, wow. That beef, the rice melting in, the sauce has a little bit of an acidity sourness to it. Oh, that sauce is amazing. Yeah, it's like perfectly salty, a little bit sour, just contrasts the richness of the beef. When it's grilled like that, it has a really nice texture. It tastes fatty and rich, but not like overpoweringly rich. Like just a delicious, juicy beefiness. I'm gonna try some of that tofu. It almost looks like mozzarella. Look at how bubbly it is. But definitely I wanna get some of that miso on there. That's a unique type of tofu. It's juicy and bubbly. It almost kind of feels cheesy. And some of the mountain vegetables. Oh, it tastes like sesame oil. Maybe preserved with sesame. And that crunch. Fantastic. What a meal. And then I'm always excited for miso soup. Oh yeah. Few things on earth can be more comforting and like aid in the relaxation and digestion, like miso soup. Really good. I love that crispness. Maybe a type of preserved turnip or radish. Yeah, the best thing to do is just scrape up all that miso onto your rice with the beef. That is an unbelievable, proven combination. Oh, next up we are at a renowned soba restaurant. Soba are some of my favorite noodles in Japan, made from buckwheat, but this restaurant, they specialize in 100% buckwheat, which is not that common. Oftentimes it's mixed with regular flour. They have 100% buckwheat noodles, and of course, they have Hida beef with soba. The Hida beef only comes with the hot soba here, not the dipping cold soba, so we'll try the hot soba. And I'm really excited also because they have both white and black soba. Black soba is 100% buckwheat using the husks as well. Okay, arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, black soba. Wow. Oh, amazing. Oh, you get your own wasabi to grate. Wow. Thank you. Oh, I'm extremely excited. But I better start with the hot soba first because it's submerged in the hot broth. But thin slices of Hida beef. You can really smell the ginger, and I think that's grated radish on top. Finely shaved green onions, a little bit of vegetables, and all that Hida beef in that broth. And one amazing bonus is she said there's chili on the table. Yes, we have to add chili, but first let's taste the broth and the soba. Wow. Tastes like a dashi stock infused with Hida beef. Oh, phenomenal. So I'll mix in that radish, that ginger, but let's get some of the beef actually, some of the slices of beef with the black soba.
Wow. That soba, you really taste the 100% milkweed, the flavor, the texture, the density and hardiness of it, infused with that melt in your mouth pieces of Hida beef. Oh, that is tasty. Okay, mix in with that radish with the ginger. Oh, you gotta get some of the soba, plus some of the beef on every bite. You're some of the greatest soba I've ever had. Like so thick and so dense, so nutritious, so warming. And this is a phenomenal use of Hida beef where it's not too strong, it's not overpowering, but it just flavors that broth and the soba. She did say we could add a little bit of this chili. I don't think it will be too spicy. Good. Oh, with that chili, actually. Oh, that does. It's not like very spicy, but it has a little bit of like zinginess to your tongue. Almost a little tingly Sichuan peppery. It's unbelievable. But let's try the cold soba. And I love they serve it with a piece of wasabi that you grate yourself. So it says you go around in a circular motion. You can feel it grating. I'm getting the wasabi. Oh, you smell that aroma coming out. Okay, now you put in the radish and the green onions into your dipping sauce. And then you put in the wasabi. This is like a little fine bamboo brush. Then you pour in your dip. And these are also the black soba noodles. You can tell that they're handmade because they're uneven and they're kind of squarish, kneaded out, rolled out, folded, and then hand sliced for that cut. I think the key is to just not take too much at a time. Yeah, you gotta learn from the Japanese way. Don't overdo it in one bite. Yeah, my tendency is to wanna just take a giant bite because it's so good, but actually you should just take like 4 noodles per chopstick bite and just enjoy them. Take the time to enjoy them. And inhale a little bit for that flavor. Wow. And this entire region of Japan, Gifu as well as the surrounding prefectures like Nagano, they're very well known for buckwheat, and soba has some of the best soba in all of Japan here. So the combination of Hida beef with soba doesn't get any more local than this. That soba was impressive. And then there's one last custom you need to do. So this is the soba water, the water that the soba noodles were boiled in. Pour it into your cup. Then you drink this as like the digestion. That thickness, the buckwheat. Oh. That was phenomenal. Takayama, this town is just incredible, historical, and it is the perfect time after you've had a few meals. It's the perfect opportunity to just take a leisurely stroll, digest a little bit, enjoy the atmosphere and the history. And this town is just so pleasant, and I've never seen, I don't think I can think of any other town I've ever been to that's so dedicated to beef. There's beef everywhere you look. Hida beef, Hida beef. Literally everywhere you look, you'll find beef. Takayama was mainly developed in the 16th and 17th centuries during the Edo period of Japan. And it was originally a castle town. It was fortified. And one of the reasons why it's so well preserved especially the wooden buildings, the architecture, the heritage, is because of its remote, isolated position within the mountains, which are called the Japanese Alps. And so that's largely why it has remained extremely well preserved, to the point where it has a nickname, and a lot of people still call it Little Kyoto. And by the way, while we're here, can you see above me right there? You'll notice that all over while you're walking around. I mean, across Japan, but especially in Takayama. And the town of Takayama is also, well, this entire region is also very well known for sake, because the water is of such good quality. And this is a mountain town, so sake is very famous here. But when you see that ball, that is called a sugidama, I believe. And it's made from cedar branches, made into a ball. And it signifies that the sake, well, first of all, it's a sake brewery, and then that the sake is ready to be consumed. I think definitely a little bit of sake later on today is in order. You just walk around and you get wafts of Hida beef throughout this entire town. This is truly a beef paradise. And the next place we're eating is this little stall right behind me, where he's grilling skewers of Hida beef. Is it called kushiyaki? Kushiyaki. I love his dedication, and he doesn't pre-grill anything. So as soon as you order, then he grabs the raw Hida beef on the skewers, puts it onto the grill, seasoned with a little bit of salt and pepper before they go on the grill. Grills it right in front of you so you smell it. You get hungry as he's cooking it, and then he just grills it precise amount so you can tell it's just seared on the outside. Arigatou gozaimasu. But it's gonna remain juicy, and it's glistening on the outside and so juicy. Look at this. It's just like a waterfall of juice and melted beef fat are cascading down. Oh, wow. That is incredible. That is smoky, juicy, fatty, providing that liquid in your mouth, and the flavor of that beef. Okay, this is how you can really taste the pure flavor and quality of Hida beef. That is phenomenal. And I've had my share of, I've tried quite a few different varieties of Wagyu across Japan. Some of them are like so rich, you can barely eat a few bites and you start to feel almost like you need to counterbalance because it's so rich. The Hida beef, on the other hand, it has this perfect harmony of being rich, juicy, fatty, but it's also, doesn't feel quite as heavy as some others. At least I think so far. And the flavor is phenomenal. It melts in your mouth. Oh, they go down way too easily. I didn't even realize it. And I finished a skewer and moving on to the next. One of the greatest single beef skewers ever. And when you're finished, there's not a garbage, but there's a little, look how organized it is, a little place. Okay, put it in, slide it in, and you put your sticks here. We couldn't do this day of all beef without having a burger, a local Japanese burger. And so we're just outside of the main JR Takayama station, where you will find a burger stall. I'm just gonna go for the classic. This is the 100% Hida beef handmade patty burger, the Matsuzuki burger. Oh, no seating on the inside, but they have some cool picnic tables here on the outside. This burger smells amazing. Very cool, very laid back spot. And right outside of the train station, so it's fast, it's easy. Are you ready for the burger reveal? Let's take a look. That's a significant box. You open it up like that, ready? Here we go. Oh, oh, fail. Oh man, that was a fail. I was going for the big reveal, but it's wrapped in another protective layer of paper. Ooh, the bun feels really soft. Okay, here we go. Let's just take the whole thing out. Whoa, look at the patty. Oh, the Hida beef. Oh, there we go, nice. First of all, before even looking at the patty, can you see it's like a nice whole wheat, whole grain bun. a big piece of lettuce, which is nice, onions, mayo, and then the big Hida beef patty, which is juicy with the cheese. Oh, that looks quality. The juicy fattiness of that Hida beef. Griddle fried, so it brings out the flavor. It's crumbly, it's juicy. You feel like the melting fat of that Hida beef. And I do love a burger with a lot of vegetables. Some people don't like that much lettuce, that much tomato and onions. I think it really complements a burger. I love that crunch, that freshness of the lettuce, and especially with the richness of the Hida beef. And that bun, it's actually incredible. Yeah, it's like a whole grain, but it's really soft, really pillowy and fluffy. And actually that burger, it almost has more of like a steaky texture to it. Like it's not a fine grind, it's more of a coarse ground. I still really feel the texture of the beef. And then the sauce is creamy, mayonnaise-y. Look at the onions in there, tomatoes, and lots of good mustard in there too, like a sweet mustard. Oh, really good. We've come to the next spot. This is such a cool little place, and it's on the corner a few streets over from the really popular walking streets. The one thing that I wanted to come here especially to get is the croquette, the beef croquette. But I had to try his sushi because when we had the sushi earlier today, that was the first thing we had actually. He really blowtorched it, so it was pretty, not fully cooked, but it was almost medium. He doesn't cook it at all, so it's raw, which is what I really wanted to taste. And you can see this sushi, it is glistening, it is melting. You see the full intensity of that marbling of the beef with a little wasabi, a little green onions on there. It's almost melting, like turning to liquid in the sun. Oh, okay, this is what I was looking for when I wanted beef sushi.
I see.
That's like a slice of beef butter. That's effortless chewing. It melts in your mouth. The sweet glaze, plus that contrast of the wasabi and the vinegar rice. Oh, they're completely raw. That's the best sushi right there. That was incredible. Okay, and then we got the croquette, which is a very popular Japanese croquette topped with breadcrumbs with Hida beef in the center. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Should be mashed potatoes as well. Oh yeah, it looks like mashed potatoes and some of the minced beef. It's salty, it's crispy, the creaminess of the mashed potatoes, the flavor of the beef, and a hint of sweetness as well to contrast the savory saltiness. Oh, these are just like little pick-me-up beef snacks in Takayama. Oh, this is really good. You can taste the quality here. He's doing a great job. They're so delicate. We still have more beef to eat. We've had some incredible beef today and some unique dishes with Hida beef as well. But next up, we are going to a place that looks like a Hida beef palace in Takayama. And they specialize in two main dishes that we're gonna try. One of them is Japanese barbecue. According to Tabelog, which is a Japanese food rating website, this is one of the top rated yakiniku restaurants in all of Takayama. And step inside, you know this place is serious. They actually have a whole butchery of their own right next door. You can walk and buy fresh meat. And then you step inside the restaurant and you're just greeted by all of these awards that they have won. It's almost a champion. They're champion breeders, breeding Hida cattle right here. So I think they have their own farms where they get their own beef from. But all the grades and all the awards that they have won for their Hida beef. This place is serious, and luckily we are here at a pretty off-peak time in the late afternoon. So there's not a long line, I don't think, but I know they have a pretty long queuing system because it can get really packed. And it's all ordering from the phone. Got all the premium A5 Hida beef available. Well, this restaurant specializes in Japanese barbecue yakiniku as well as shabu-shabu and sukiyaki. However, you can't order all of them simultaneously because there's only one indentation in your table for one dish at a time. So we're gonna eat shabu-shabu first, and then after that, we'll eat Japanese barbecue for the premium, the A5 Hida beef, the ultimate. But first, let's try the shabu-shabu, which I'm also very excited to try. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're beginning with the shabu-shabu. But before we have the shabu-shabu, gotta have some local sake. And this is from here. Cheers to a day of beef and beyond. Oh yeah, that's refreshing. Oh, nice. So I have to tell you that because what we're gonna eat next, the barbecue, we're definitely gonna get the A5, the extremely marbled, fatty, best quality beef. So for the shabu-shabu, I decided to go for the leaner meat Hida beef. So it's not nearly as fatty, because yeah, otherwise that's gonna be a lot of meat and it's gonna be a lot of richness. So the first step to making shabu-shabu though, it looks like it's just really light. Maybe just water with some kombu, some seaweed in there, and you're supposed to put in all the vegetables. Okay, so we'll add in the leeks. There's some mushrooms, green vegetables, some cabbage, and then also some tofu. We'll add it all in. And then once that starts boiling, then we boil the beef separately. All the vegetables are in. Now in the meantime, as that's boiling, let's prepare our sauce. Then pour in some of the shabu-shabu sauce, top it with some green onions. So another sauce, which I think this is more of a sesame paste sauce. Okay, the soup is boiling. Time to pick up a piece of beef. And these beef pieces look huge. It's like a thick slice, it's folded. Look at the size of this. That's a giant piece of beef. That's a massive slice going in. Put it into that bubbling water. And you want to stir it around just for a few times. And I think we're just about good. I think that's good right there. Oh, that's like a steak. Oh, look at the wobbliness of that. A huge piece of beef, so I think I'm just gonna dip a piece of it and bite, because I want to try the other sauce as well. You really taste the pure flavor of the beef. And this is leaner meat, so I think the leaner meat actually has a stronger, beefier taste to it. Still soft, tender, but you feel more of that meat grain as opposed to just the marbling, melt in your mouth flavor, or texture. It's really good though. And look at the grains, you can see the grains, so you got a lot of meat with just like a ribbing or like a strands of fat going through it. So it's more muscular. So I'll dip it into the sesame sauce for the next bite. Oh, with the sesame sauce, that's good too. Both sauces are good. I like the vinegary sauce more though. And then better start eating some of these vegetables as well. It does feel great to eat some vegetables too. Some fiber. But this is one of the purest ways to eat vegetables and meat, just boiled in water. Amazing. The beef has arrived. Japanese A5 Hida beef, 4 different cuts. You see the different varying levels of fat and marbling in all of them, starting with the least amount of fat, yet look at that intense web of fat marbling throughout and mixed in with the red meat. Then you have a steak over here. Then you have some chunks over here, which are quite a lot of fat. And then you have these slices of look like pure cow butter. So we're gonna try them all. Okay, but first thing you do is take the actual chunk of fat and you oil down, grease down the griddle. I'm gonna start with this one back here, which I think is the sirloin. It's the sirloin steak. You can see that streakiness. And look at the fat content. Oh, it immediately hisses the fat. Here, we'll grill it. Yeah, look at that. The grill marks, the fat, the sizzle. Oh, okay, I think that's perfect. You definitely don't want to overcook it. Okay, I think that's good. Look at the way it's shining, the oiliness of it, the wobbliness of it. I'm gonna taste it pure first without anything on it before dipping.
Wow. Ultra fatty and juicy. Melts in your mouth.
And as you keep on biting,
It's like the oils just touch all the taste buds in your mouth. It's so rich.
can you see the fatty juiciness of that? Oh, that's incredible. For this one, I'll dip in the salt. Because oftentimes with this quality of beef, the Japanese way is just salt to taste the pure flavor of the beef.
You just want to savor it. Just let it melt on your tongue. Sirloin was unbelievable. Okay, let's try the cubes next. I'm not sure what cut this is, but actually on the menu it just says cubes. Oh, look at that fire.
Okay, this piece is ready. This one is fatty and jiggly because it's a square piece. Really got that like fat grilled bark on the skin. This is a one biter.
Oh wow, you've got to be joking with that one. It's like a sponge of beef fat erupts into your mouth because of that square shape. That's crazy. The square shape gives it a totally different like texture in your mouth. That melts. Okay.
It was so juicy, it was like a lava cake, like when you bite down or when you open it up and it spews out. For this one, I'll try to bite half of it so we can see how juicy it is on the center. Check it out in the center. Okay, but I'm breaking down. I need to try the spicy sauce.
Not really spicy, but it has a nice like sweet spice to it. Believe it or not, they call this the lean meat. So let's try the lean meat next.
Okay, I think that should be good now. When you are comparing this to the other meats on the tray, this really is the lean meat. I think you gotta try all the meats first on their own without adding anything to them.
Yeah, again, I think when the meat is leaner, it has more of a beefy taste, like the shabu-shabu. I quite like the lean. It still has that juiciness and that flavor, but it's a bit more chew to it. Not quite as melt in your mouth, which I don't mind actually. Okay, let's try it in the spicy sauce though. Yeah, it's good. And it's great to taste all the different varieties. Okay, and now we have the slices of the extreme quality A5 extreme marbling. There's marbling plus there's like lacings of fat. Oh, look at the way it hisses and flames. I think sometimes you're supposed to go like this, actually.
Let it almost dance on the fire. Okay, a few seconds and it is ready. Look at that sizzle. Look at that fat, the drippingness, melted fat. It's actually almost translucent. You can almost see through it. Okay, here we go. One bite.
That is the definition of melting in your mouth. It's liquid Hida in your mouth. What a day it's been. What a piece of meat. And I am very happy. We've had some incredible meat, some incredible beef today. But I gotta say, I'm almost Hida'd out. Oh, wow. That was a lot of Hida.
That was a full day of eating Hida beef. Might have been a little too much beef in one day, but it was a fantastic day. And if you love beef, Takayama is a place you have to come. There's just beef everywhere. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll leave the next video right here that you can click on to watch more delicious food videos. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next video.